Okay, guys, keep it clean. Marshall's ready. Drivers. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. Gary's in. Kenny's in. Chris is in. And Jim's in. Everybody started. It's your first of two qualifiers, modified two-wheel drive quart truck. Chris with a 26.8, Jim with a 28.1, Gary with a 29.1, Kenny with a 31.4. That's all on lap number 2. Chris, Jim, Gary, and Kenny. Up next, modified modified 4-wheel drive 10 scale. These are the fast ones that go fast and blow apart sometimes. So it's a cool class. These guys can actually be faster than the E-scales. I've seen it happen. They're a lot of fun, but they do have a tendency to break if you're not ginger. What fun is that, bud?
Yeah, watch Brian driving one.
What? Did I throw you under the bus? Hey, they're fun. I don't have the reactions to run them anymore. They're a lot of fun. Indoor, we have a great time. I know a couple years back I tried running with Sean and them guys. I just don't have the reactions. My nerves are going.
Come on, I'm just about as old as you are.
Yeah, I know. Jim, Gary, Chris, and Kenny. Jim, Gary, Chris, and Kenny. Jim's last lap was a 30.8. His pace is 11.5.16. Gary holding on tight for 11.5.17 pace. Chris with 11.5.20. Kenny with a 10.5.07. A little less than 2 minutes remaining. This is race 4. Race 5. Mod 4-wheel drive buggy. You're up next.
Ooh.
1 minute left.
1 minute. Jim Desmond leading them around. Chris Ballard at number 2 spot. Chris only running 0.7 seconds behind Jim right now. And Gary only 0.1 second behind Chris. So even though they're spread out on the track, they're really close on the clock. Jim, Chris, and Gary, 38 seconds remaining. This last 2 laps is going to determine who's going to get the TQ. Right now, Chris with 11.5, 16.5. Jim with 11.5, 17. 1/2 of a second behind him. Swaney is 0.9 seconds behind Jim. So we only have 1.4 seconds between 1 and 3. So anything can happen on this last lap. 10 seconds remaining.
Car 3 is done.
Kenny is done. Kenny's the first one done.
Car 1 is done. Car 2 is done.
We're looking for Jim Desmond. And there's Jim. That's a race. Chris going to set the early TQ 11.5, 15.5. Jim 11.5, 15.9. Gary 11.5, 21.0.